Slovakia need doing a bit of straightening up, and so do the Russians. The Russians are sitting quietly. They need to do some straightening up. A little bit of a breeze has blown them off course, and they're away. Yeah, that's some really fierce paddling in the middle there. Of course, those are the two Premier mixed teams, and the others are Senior A's, Hungary and GB. And it's going to be very close here. Russia and Slovakia. With GB close to them, but just a little bit behind, and Hungary a bit further back. Yeah, Russia now getting it. Russia about a third of a length. Russia, Slovakia, GB and Hungary, that order. That's good. 3, that's the Russian team. And when you hear them shouting out, it's Russia, Russia. Well done them. That's the other semi-final, and the first goes to the grand final, and fourth or sixth the minor final. 1-3 in the grand final, bigger one. Yes, the first 3 go into the grand final. And the Ukraine crew going out there in the first boat for the following race. I don't have them in the next but one race. I've got them. All right, we'll see what happens when they get there.
How are you doing, Murray?
Oh, yes. Rich has appeared again, come back from his nap. He has to have one of these every 40 minutes.
A nap? I've not been. I've been watching from distance. You 3 partners in crime up here, all doing sterling work. Russia Premier Mixed 49.8, Slovakia Premier Mixed 50.7, Hungary Senior A Mixed 51.7, and Great Britain Senior A Mixed 51.8. All the guys down on the pontoon areas where the spectators are, not the pontoons for loading. Very much enjoying their time. I think he must be able to see himself on the big screen, and I think he's telling us where he's from. He's showing us his muscles, but he's not Jean-Claude Van Damme because he of course would be the muscles from Brussels, and that doesn't rhyme with Hungary. But he fancies himself, this guy. But I know that if we were to send Murray down, he would knock spots off this chap. When I saw Murray doing some ballroom dancing the other night with one of the IDBF officials, only briefly, but there was enough in the twirl that he gave her to suggest there was more to come from silky smooth Murray Jones. Anyway, thank you, Hungary. We shall say goodbye and focus back on the dragon boating. He's brought his friend along now. Look, here's his friend. No, you got medals for dragon boating, not for... oh, I don't think so, thank you. Goodbye. You always spoil it, don't you? Always spoil it. Come on now, we are British, you know, and we don't do that sort of thing. So, I think he heard your name, Murray, and he tried to moon at you. He was so frightened at the thought of you joining him to have a dance-off that he was trying to not get you down here. But here's a nice coloured boat down here, a nice blue, a light blue boat. I like that one. That's a very... Oh, she's a nice lady from the Hungarian team. A damn sight better than that guy who was going to moon at us. And she's very smiley. Clearly enjoying herself, along with her colleagues. And there he is again. He's got St. Vitus dance, I think, that chap. Somebody get him to a hospital. I think he must have heat stroke. Here's that nice blue boat coming up. Boat number 5. Very much alive. And that's Poland junior team, I think. And they're the second boat to make their way up to the start. Now we've got a whole gaggle of Hungarians. And they've even brought the children in.
Yeah.
Well, it is a family affair, dragon boating, but I certainly don't approve of mooning in front of children. So, anyway, as long as you're enjoying yourself and you're not harming anybody else, and they're not really, they're just enjoying themselves, as we are covering this Dragon Boat European Nations Championships. The Great Britain team now in a sort of lime green, British racing green almost boat, so that's very apt. Coming up to the start on this wonderful course. A little bit more breeze now than there was maybe earlier in the day. A few more clouds. I can even see a bit of smoke in the distance. Don't know what's going on there, but it doesn't really affect us. And there goes the GB team, making its way up to the 200 metre start. So if you're just tuning in, welcome to Recife. No, we are not on fire. We are actually at the European Dragon Boat Championships, the European EDBF, European Nations Championships in Recife. The spectators are enjoying themselves. We're at waterside. I don't know what that smoke is. I think our team are fixated on smoke for some reason, but there we go. Let's move back to something a little bit more alluring. Two nice young ladies chilling out on a Saturday afternoon. They could be anywhere, they could be shopping, but no, they've chosen to go dragon boating and enjoy the sport. Not a care in the world. Here's what it's all about. Streamlined dragon. Here comes the start for this next race, which is race 47. Czech Republic Senior B in lane 1. Great Britain in junior in lane 2, junior mixed. Lane 3, Hungary, junior mixed. Lane 4, Germany, junior mixed. Lane 5, Poland, junior mixed. And lane 6, Italy, senior B mixed. This music is never ending. We've gone through just about every genre you can think of this afternoon, and there's going to be more music tonight when a local band will be playing for the audience. We had the joy of joining the band last night and with some of the locals to experience a Scottish rock music, a Czech rock music band wearing Scottish tartan kilts. Their sporrans were impressive, but their songs were even better. And we certainly had almost a headbang last night. But there's going to be a hell of a bang in a minute when that gun goes off and the dragon boats start to propel themselves towards this 200 metre finish line. There's Great Britain, junior mixed, in lane 2. Nice breeze blowing through. There's the Czech Republic in lane 1, senior B mixed. So we were going across the lanes, but they've chosen to take us back to the start list. So lane 1, Czech Republic, Senior B Mixed. Lane 2, Great Britain, Junior Mixed. Lane 3, Hungary Juniors. Lane 4, Germany Juniors. Lane 5, Poland Juniors. And Lane 6, Italy Senior B Mixed. There's the German Junior Mixed team. There they are in their pens. I think, Murray, you better get ready because I think they're about to go.
Okay, they're off. They've gone. Yep, so first semi. Nearest to us will be Czech seniors, and then there's juniors from GB, Hungary, and Germany, and Poland. And then on the far side, another Italian senior B. So I think it's the first time we've seen all the junior crews out at the same race. Hey, look, Poland on the far side. Poland and Germany are looking to produce a result. But on the near side, the Czechs are doing the Czech Senior B. Czech Senior B don't want the juniors to win. Czech, Poland, Germany, Hungary, GB. Well done those. Now 1 to 4 go into the grand final, and 5 and 6 go into the minor final.
How's the close one, Murray?
Very close. All the way through.
Okay, so we're heading ever closer to a grand final. We're still in semi-final mode. If we stay according to our plans, the grand final, the first grand final, which will be the mixed junior and the senior B and C classes, will be at 16:10, race 53, followed by the mixed premier and senior A team at 16:20 Central European time. So watch out for those. We're still going through the semis, and we've got a couple more to go. People enjoying themselves, that's what it's about. He's happy. So is his girlfriend. I'm assuming it's his girlfriend. Or his wife. He's very happy. And why not? I would be. Nice light blue. Oh, here's the Hungarian man again. I think we should see if we can find somebody else. So there's the winners getting out of the boat. Nice colour boat. Sort of a sky blue colour. Here's the results from that last race. The senior Czech Republic Senior B Mix 51.7. Poland Junior Mixed in second 52.0. Hungary 52.2 Junior Mixed. Germany Junior Mixed 52.3 in fourth. Great Britain Junior Mixed 53.3 in fifth. And Italy Senior B Mixed 53.7. The result board is staying there quite a long time. I think everybody's keen for the results board to disappear, but I'm going to have to talk to the cameraman and the coordination between results boards and our action shots. Anyway, there's some sunbathing going on the far bank. Very, very nice too. I mean, I would love to be out there in just laying there and enjoying the sun in my bikini. I've got a mankini, you know. Yes, I borrowed it off my great friend Borat. Before, that was after he'd used it in the film Borat. I did wash it, of course, before, but anyway. Enough of this banter, this gay banter. We're here for dragon boating. But it is a nice, well, sort of gay day, happy day, fun day, with a serious twist, and that's called dragon boat racing of the finest order here in Recife, in the Czech Republic, for the European Nations Dragon Boat Championships. I'm not alarmed by the fact that that smoke in the far distance is getting a little bit more, but anyway, they're the same ones, so you're just getting a repeat of the results we read earlier, possibly because the cameraman was distracted by the lady in the bikini. But anyway, there are the results again. Here are some spectators staying in the shade because it's very hot. Actually, no, I think that could be a team in the boat loading area waiting to get on the boat. Of course, the boat marshals checking their IDs, making sure that everything is correct before they're allowed onto the boat. There are rules and procedures for presenting yourself ready and fit and legally ready to be on this boat to compete in a championships. The first boat is coming up to the start line for the next race, another semi-final. I think it could be the Polish team. So race 48.
Only expecting 3 in this next race. Is that the same as you?
We were only expecting 3 in the last race, Murray, but we got
5.
presented with 5. So
we'll see. Whizwig, what you get is what you can see. Looks like some sort of forest fire, the thick smoke coming from over the hill. We're in a sort of valley, probably one of the few places they could find in Czech Republic that had space, enough flat area, and it's very close to a river which will supply it with water. Probably letting some in all the time and some out, so that they've got a bit of a current through to keep the water fresh. We don't want to get these blue-green algae that some people get in other countries.
thank you for everybody joining us in the chat room this afternoon, and indeed all day, and yesterday. We've received some great replies from everybody, and people certainly appreciating both the racing, the beautiful colours of the boats, the results, and of course the bikinis. Bikinis are not part of the race uniform for competing in, but it was certainly nice to see people just enjoying the sun on a beautiful day in the Czech Republic, on a magnificent race course in the stadium that is Recife. We have one boat up at the start line for the next race, which is the semi-final of the mixed Premier and the Senior A classes. We've got Ukraine, Poland and Germany at the moment, but we could have a couple of more, and we should get an update. And there are the runners and riders. Well, they were there briefly anyway. So we mentioned that there was a forest fire of some sort in the distance a little while ago, and it was only a little bit of smoke, but it really is getting some serious black cloud developing in the horizon. I've no idea what's going on there, but by the colour of the smoke, it looks sort of oily sort of colour. Doesn't necessarily look like a forest fire, really, but hopefully it's not going to drift over onto the race course. It's a bit too far away, I think, for that, but always be prepared for the unexpected. You never know what you're going to see. So this is not a news report. This is the European Nations Dragon Boat Championships in Recife. But we just wanted to show you that so that you could see what we are seeing. It adds a different atmospheric to the race scene, our horizon. And all the spectators are certainly going to watch it and think, I wonder what's going on over there. We nearly had a thunderstorm and some lightning last night, but it didn't enter our way in the end. It was just something going on in the horizon. So on race 48, we do now have some additions to our original schedule. So Murray, race 48 is now in lane 1, Slovak Republic. In lane 2, Ukraine. In lane 3, Poland. In lane 4, Germany Senior A Mixed. In lane 5, Czech Republic Senior A Mixed. And in lane 6, Poland Senior A Mixed. So we thought, well, we suspected that there would be more additions to what we had been told, and definitely we now have 6 in that race for race 48, the semi-final of the mixed Premier and Senior A classifications. Due to start at 3:20. We're now running about 20 minutes behind schedule, but that doesn't worry us because the race officials know what they're doing, and we will just run with what they're running at.
It may be that because they've got extra boats in some of these races that they've managed to cancel a couple of races later on in order to catch up on the timing. Here's lane 6, Poland going by now. Poland Senior A's. Those white shirts with the red trimmings that make them all look very young, but they're the seniors. What else have we got going on? Nothing going on. Boats out beyond there. There's 4 out there. One just going by, so there must be oh, there's another boat to come out of the dock. So we'll have a full quota and be able to get moving on with a complete set of 6 boats. It'll be time to take a photograph halfway through this race, looking down on them. So if I pause just after the start, you'll know I'm not far away. I'm just behind my camera. There's a large number of either house martins or swallows or San Martins, and they do like the wire that's across the finishing line. And all these boats going up and down have disturbed them today, but I do see some of them still going around looking for insects in the wind. Must have magic eyes, because I find it difficult to see some of the birds, let alone what they're looking for. And they're so fast, it's amazing. Alright, 1, 2, 3, they're out by the 500 mark. They should be a lot closer if they're going to get called in on time. I think something must have happened to that fire because it's changed its shape again. Somebody put something on it. And people just waiting now to support their crew.
welcome if you're just joining us on a Saturday afternoon. Murray Jones is waiting to commentate on the next race, which is a semi-final, race 48 on your schedule. If you're looking at the idbf.org website to be fully updated on all the race results and what is coming for the rest of this afternoon. We have six teams in this next race. It's a semi-final for the Mixed Premier and Senior A classes, and in it we have Slovak Republic in lane 1, Ukraine in lane 2, lane 3 Poland, and then we have lane 4 Germany Senior A, Czech Republic Senior A, and Poland Senior A in lanes 4, 5 and 6 respectively. We then have another semi-final 2 following this at around 3:30, well not 3:30 because we're running a little bit behind schedule, but 10 minutes, roughly 10 minutes from now, we'll have the second semi-final for Mixed Premier and Senior A. Anyway, the boats are heading our way. Welcome to the European Nations Dragon Boat Championships, the EDBF, European Dragon Boat Federation Championships, and we're looking forward to a very close race again. There's been some dragon whisker decisions on the on the finish line, and I think it's going to be very close.
Yes, I say again for the following race, there's only 3 marked down, but I'm quite sure that other boats will appear there before they get to the start line. Yeah, all approaching the starting pontoons. There's a little toggle on the side of that, and that's where the helm's got to hold the toggle until the gun goes for the start. And we've got the first of the boats ready to go up for the start of the next race, and that's the Italian, and that's a start because they're not due for racing in this race. In the next race, they're not down on the list, so they've been added. Looks like they're all attached now. The umpire just moved into position, ready to stop the race of the false start. Just looking for them to tense up for the start. There's nothing, not much happening. I don't know. It's nice in some of the positions we have. We get to hear what's going on at the start. They're off. There we go. One last boat had to straighten up a bit more. Right, so nearest to us, Slovak, then Ukraine, Poland, Germany, Czech Republic, and Poland seniors again on the far side. Right in the middle, Germany juniors. Sorry, Germany Senior A. They're going to get it. What about Ukraine next? Ukraine, what have they got to say about it? Ukraine are going to get this one. Ukraine, yeah. Germany, Czech Republic, and what was it, number 3 again coming in, and Poland. Umpire wants to have a word with somebody. Oh. his knees. The Czech seniors umpires having a word. But there was no red flag, so it can't be that serious, but a bit of advice. If I see that happening again, up will go my red flag. But everybody, especially all the umpires and officials, become very much more aware of all the things that can happen. And the crews now get to know that they can be spotted whatever they're doing. That's not quite right. And they could be penalised. And if they had a close race like that and you got a 1 second penalty, then you go from the front to the back of the queue. So that's that race, all getting themselves all off their boats. And what have we got? 4 boats up at the top end, which is interesting because we've got only 3 on my list. We'll see if we can see when a runners and riders comes up on the screen, on the local screen.
So Murray, on race 49, which is our next semi-final, we have got 6 teams now.
6 teams.
Great Britain lane 1, Ukraine Senior A in lane 2, Germany in 3, Czech Republic in 4, in 5 Russia, and in 6 Hungary. So that's Great Britain, Ukraine Senior A, Germany Premier Mixed, Czech Republic Premier Mixed, Russia in 5, and Hungary in 6.
And I see some Hungarians about to get in a boat. And there'll be one more boat somewhere. Let's see, 4. I see 5 accounted for. There's one more crew coming down to the pontoon to get in their boat now.
Murray, we got some results from that last one.
Ah, yes.
Ukraine 48.8, Germany 49.6, Czech Republic 49.9, Poland 50.1, Slovakia 51.1, and Poland 53.0. Welcome back. Start list is Great Britain, Ukraine, Germany, Czech Republic, Russia and Hungary for this next semi-final. It's going to be a good one. They're all getting ever closer in terms of dragon heads apart on the finish line, which is what we want for semis. This is top-class international dragon boat racing here in Europe, in Recife, for the EDBF European Nations Dragon Boat Championships. We'll be in Europe again very soon, only a month away, directly in Ravenna in Italy, very close to the coast, the seaside, and we will be doing the World Club Crew Championships. Claudio Schermi, the president of the Italian Dragon Boat Federation, is the organizer of that event with his team, the organizing committee, and we're certainly looking forward to 6 days of international racing, a world championship racing, and this is clubs, so clubs from all over the world coming together to step up to the plate and see what their club is in relation to other clubs in different countries. Certainly for a lot of people, when they have that experience of international coming together for world level events, they go back home with a new perspective and perhaps think about joining a better club, or pushing themselves in harder for training, or perhaps joining their country training crew, and maybe trying for a time trial to get into one of their country teams, so that they too can come to a World Nations Championships or a European Nations Championships and represent their country proudly. But they certainly will be there in Ravenna, Italy in only a month's time, and we'll be televising it all. And in a year from now, we will be all heading to Welland in Canada for the hosts there, hosting it at a superb venue to cover the World Nations Dragon Boat Championships in Canada. So, boats coming into play. How are we doing in our chat room? Have we had any interesting comments? We've had a few in different languages, and I cannot read Russian. But let's see what we can see. Somebody's saying,
people are just talking in their own languages really about the race schedule and where they can see that, and they can see the race schedule on the EDBF website if you're interested. Hello, someone's poking the microphone right in my face. It's you, Rich, isn't it? But yes, that's where the race schedule is, everybody, and you can watch it online like we are now. So yes, all good.
Remember, if you want friends, family, colleagues, new people to watch this, then they must tune in to idbfdragonboat.tv and also go to our website, which is beliefsport.tv, where the Dragon Boat TV channel is also hosted, and you'll be able to watch, as long as you like, all of the racing from this European Championships. Right, we're almost ready to start the second semi-final. So we have Germany in lane 1, and they're off. Ukraine in lane 2, Germany 3, Czech Republic 4, Russia in 5, and Hungary in 6. Lanes 3, 4 and 5 look quite even. If I had to take a bet, then it would be lane 4. Lane 4, Czech Republic, looks to have an edge. It's between the Czech Republic and the Germans. I think the Germans are coming back now. It's going to be neck and neck between these two, with Russia pushing them in 3rd. As we come to the line, it's Czech Republic, Germany. Czech Republic, Germany, all the way, neck and neck. Who is going to take it? This is very close, but I think it's Czech. Then Russia on for bronze. Didn't get the others, but it was definitely Czech Republic by a nose on Germany. And then Russia for 3rd. Well done, everybody. We'll give you the results of this race shortly when it comes up on screen, but that was semi-final 2. Very close racing indeed between the Germans and the Czechs, who I think finished first equal on one of the races yesterday, and were equally awarded gold medals each team. So it's going to be a very, very close grand final. But very soon we'll know officially the runners and riders for that grand final, which takes place around 4:20 if we keep to this schedule. But if we don't, then we'll update you on the times. But Mixed Premier and Senior A Grand Final will be coming anywhere between now and 5 o'clock today. We'll give you the time when we know. The Grand Final that precedes it will be the Mixed Junior and Senior B and C classifications. Murray?
Yeah, when the results get verified and printed from this race, the race control will have another list of runners and riders in the next series of races to come.
We hope.
That means another trip, three decks down.
I will be going to see my friends in race control in a moment, because we don't know who's in race 50, and I think, well, what can I say? So, apparently we've had an update so far we have an update. 3 teams are appearing in race 50, not yet fully approved, but we do have Hungary in lane 3, Great Britain in lane 4, and Italy in lane 5. We'll give you another update as we get nearer, because there may be a couple more teams added to that list. but it is Hungary in lane 3, Great Britain in lane 4, and Italy in lane 5 for the next race, which is race 50, the tail race to decide the last placings in this particular category. Right, mixed Premier and Senior A results, 200 metres. Czech Republic did indeed take it, 48.19, followed very closely by Germany, 48.28. Russia, as I said, 49.49 for the bronze. Ukraine finished 49.7 for the Senior A mixed. Great Britain 50.6 for the Premier mixed, and Hungary Senior A mixed 51.26. First 3 qualify for the grand final, so now we will know who is going to bash it out on that water for the gold medal, and my money would still be between the Czechs and the Germans for the gold medal position, and it could even end as a tie like it did yesterday, and they both ended up with gold medals. So the lake is now calm again.
Yes, as you see, we still have our fire over the way. Well, there's no way of knowing because it's behind the high hill in front of us. And we're expecting 3 boats, Hungary, Great Britain and Italia. But I think there's more than that because that looks like a Czech boat come out from there, an Italian boat now set off from the dock. Who else have we got? There's a GB, so we've got at least 4 in this race. It's always interesting to find out these things as they happen. Now the Czechs have produced Czech Dragon Boat beer. Special bottles with the labels Czech Dragon Boat beer on. It's not bad. Not like it is at home, of course. Oh, and yet there's more crews coming out. I don't know if they're for the next races, but one just past the start line, one approaching, one just left the finish line, and Great Britain in lane 3. I wonder if they've somehow or other filled up the lanes again for this race. So that's 4, 5, 6 boats going up. I don't know which ones are going to be for the following race. There's another Italian boat going out. Yeah, that'd be interesting. See who wants to stop at the start and do a race with the other people. And the wind's picked up a little bit. It's a headwind now for the crews, so they can use that as an excuse for their timing. A little bit of practice starting going on. 4 on 5, 4 Great Britain. I'm afraid we've got to once again see what turns up. Thing is, with all of these events now, dragon boats on a rowing lake, pretty well set up for rowing, but not quite so convenient for the dragon boating. But the facilities generally are pretty good. I think another Italian crew going out. That's the one with 2 people short. So that's their Senior C. Got lane 5 by a number on there. Was I dreaming? Did you?
No, the team showing.
Yes.
Hungary, Great Britain, and Italy. All I'm aware of.
We're still expecting 3, but there are 3 sort of heading towards there, but some others are hanging around in the area. Now, whether they're the following race, we will soon find out. Now, GB line 4, that's fine. Hungary coming up to be next to them, that's right. And the Italian boat, there's nothing yet coming towards that lane. So I don't know if those boats, the other boats, are hanging out for the grand final. Mixed junior and senior. Premier and senior. Oh, it's only. Oh, I think that Italian boat's coming in now. So it looks like we are going to be just the 3, and then there are 4 lined up, or 4 loitering beyond the start, ready to go. And here come the Italians. They've got themselves roughly in line, ready to paddle forwards and come up to the starting dock. Yes, everybody's sitting still, waiting. And the Italians are coming in at 45 degrees. Now the Italians look as if they're more or less ready. The other crews have got their paddles in the water, ready for a gunfire on the start. The Italians have got their paddles in the water. They haven't got the drag. Then they go. They're off. I was just about to say they looked as if they might be, but they are off now. Hungary have gone off to a great lead straight away. They're really tearing away. Now Great Britain have seen to their stride, as are the Italians. Yes, Great Britain have got a pretty long stroke there. And they need to shorten up that stroke quite a bit and punch that at the beginning of it. They're pretty straight line now, although I think perhaps Hungary now just have a shade. They're coming up now, they're coming along. This is the tail race, don't forget, so is that looks close. GB going to go up there. GB Hungary and Italy. Again, we're looking down on it, but the photo camera is the 3 floors down from where we are along the wire. So we'll see what's happening.
That was very close to call. I thought the Hungary might have snatched it off Great Britain right at the end, but okay, we'll see what the cameras say, and yeah, the camera doesn't lie, as they say.
I think the Hungary took off pretty well, and then sort of gradually lost it a bit. GB, I thought, were being left right behind, and picked up in the second half. So again, we wait for the official result coming up. I see that a few names have been put in on my sheet.
So Murray, we'll wait to give you the results of race 50, but race 51 is coming up, which will be the minor final of the mixed junior and senior B and C classifications. We have the runners and riders now for race 51. Lane 2 will be the Czech Republic Senior C Mixed, Great Britain in Lane 3 Junior Mixed, Lane 4 Italy Senior B Mixed, and Lane 5 Germany Senior C Mixed. Then we have another minor final. We have results. We like results. And yes, I thought I was correct. 53.58. Hungary pipped them at the post by a tenth. Is it a tenth or 100th of a second or whatever we call it? Great Britain Senior A Mixed 53.68. So very close between them. Italy Senior A Mixed 54.74. So Great Britain had them right to the almost, it was one paddle stroke that pulled their head a fraction forward, and that's all that is needed. So that's the deciders for the last placings in that category. A tail race. Next race is the minor final, where the Czech Republic Senior C, Great Britain Junior Mixed, Italy Senior B and Germany Senior C will be competing together.
Just one junior team in amongst them.
There's the Hungarians getting out the boat. They'll be happy to have give it their best shot in their last race on this one, and to have just pipped GB. We are heading towards grand final time, and when we do get to the grand final for the mixed juniors, we're going to have Germany, Czech Republic, Ukraine, Germany Senior B, Poland Junior Mixed, Hungary Junior Mixed, of course Germany Junior Mixed is in there, and the next race is ready, Murray. We are going into race 51, Czech Republic in lane 2, Great Britain in 3, Italy in lane 4 and Germany in lane 5. And this is the Czech Republic Senior C team, the Great Britain Junior Mixed team, the Italian Senior B Mixed team, and the German Senior C Mixed teams. Here we go.
Here we see the young stags going to take on the old boys, or the old mixed crew. Let's see what happens on this 200. It's their last chance of glory. Yeah, their attention. Go. Yeah, here they come. GB really rattling that pace off, but the Czechs on the inside are holding them. GB are probably about a dragon's head ahead at the moment. And on the far side now, Germany are showing. They're ploughing along. They're probably going faster. Yeah, I think they've taken it, Germany on the far side, from Great Britain juniors, but in between them, Italy are not doing too badly. You know, it's going to be Germany, Germany, UK, Italy, and Czech Republic. There they go. Well, the German seniors knew how to do it.
So the junior mix was doing a very fast chopping stroke there, Murray.
They probably got to modify it slightly because there's not enough of the paddle being used every stroke. They need to dig in just that little bit more.
Yeah. But anyway,
it lets them down after a while.
Germany took that one. So that was a minor final.
Yeah, the thing is that the only way you're going to move forward is using a paddle. But if you only use half a paddle, you're using double the effort to do the same job. And so I reckon that fire over the way must have been a bit of a forest fire, because There's very light smoke coming up now from a wideish area where people have perhaps damped it down a bit. Get some more names put on here. Yes, I'm filling up the lanes on these for these races. I don't know whether all the runners got to. They had a couple allocated down to the race office, and suddenly the one saying me, and the ladies there running around their area like the proverbial.
Murray, we've got some results in from that last race. Germany, Senior C mix, 53.7. Great Britain second, 54.4. Italy, Senior B mix, 55.0. And Czech Republic, Senior C mixed, 56.8.
Yes, good. Well, the juniors didn't manage to show all of the seniors how to do it. But now we're going to be coming on to the mixed Premier and seniors. Poland, Great Britain, Poland, Ukraine, Slovakia and Hungary. 6 boats in the next race. And the first of them is just coming up past us at the moment, as is the second. Lane 5 will be Slovakia. Yes, it's very difficult to predict which teams are going to be doing well in these events, and some have traditionally done well. But of course, people move up into the seniors from the main open event teams. Juniors come and go. And lots of reasons why people have to change, and so one team might be pretty good one year, but not necessarily so the next. And I think people found that in the Football World Cup, that there were a few surprises, and we've had a few surprises here. I mean, the level of paddling right through all the classes of the Ukrainians is quite a revelation. They're coming up shortly as well. Now I've got a lot of names put down on their list there now. So I'll cross off 51. Yeah, two boats have made it up to the start. One boat's loaded and just about to let go. Another boat's got about 4 people in it. Another boat nearly full, so we've got some on the go. Poland, Great Britain, Poland, Ukraine, Slovakia and Hungary. So at the moment, I think what I'll do is just say what we're celebrating. About 2,000 years ago, there was a nobleman poet by the name of Ku Yuan, who was very angered by all the corruption in high places and so forth, and he made it known until he was becoming too much of a nuisance, and the order went out that he was to be killed. Well, he heard about that and went into exile, but still his influence was there, and when he heard that there was a gang coming after him again, he got so dismayed that he filled his frock coat with rocks and walked into the river and drowned. Well, as soon as the fishermen and the poor people who he championed heard about this, they got in the boats and they raced out to the spot where he went in, and they beat the water and threw in rice dumplings, and that was so that A, to frighten the fish, and B, to feed them if they weren't frightened, and they wouldn't eat his soul. And every year on the 5th day of the 5th moon, which is roughly the first week of June, for the last 2,000 years, people all over China have been celebrating. And nowadays there's even a public holiday and a stamp issued for Kuyuan remembrance. And all of these times, lots of places, the boats, lots of different shapes, as long as they had a dragon's head and tail, and somebody in there making a noise with either a band or a drummer. I mean, these boats go up to 120 people paddling and purely ceremonial. But the international dragon boat started when the Hong Kong invited Japanese fishermen to come and join in with the races, and that was in the early 70s. And the following year, the Philippines were invited, and then gradually, as word got around, teams from all kinds of countries went there, and they were given almost like a status of an unofficial world championship. And the Canadians did particularly well in those ones, the Indonesians, the Philippines, and so forth. And then in the late 80s, it was a meeting was decided perhaps we should have an international federation and get this all properly organised. So the first World Championship was 1995 in Yuyang in China, and right next to where there was a great big statue of Yuyang, of Kuyuan, and gradually it's expanded now, so we've got well over 70 countries taking part in dragon boating, and it's growing all the time. More and more countries are applying to be considered, and when we were in Hong Kong the year before last, we had something like 4,000 athletes, and so with these club crew championships coming up in Ravenna in Italy, it's going to be something very similar in numbers. And obviously it can't be included as an Olympic event when we've got these large numbers around. So I think that it was a start of a ploy for the World Cup that we had in China last month, where only 28 people represented a country, 10 men and 10 women, plus reserves and coach and so forth. And they did a series of things: the 100-meter sprint, the 1,000-meter pursuit race, 400-meter relay race, all kinds of different ones like that, which meant that whenever the individual sex races, when the men were racing, it was in 10-man boats. When the women were racing, it was 10-man boats. When they were racing as a mixed team, then that was a 20-paddler boat. And so that was a very good experiment, and with a little bit of tidying up of some of the aspects of it, there's a fair chance it could be going on and for consideration by the Olympic Committee. Now we've got something going on just here. I don't know if some people the Italians have got excited about something. Did they get a result? Is the result there? That's the next race, isn't it? Poland, Great Britain, Poland, Ukraine, Slovakia, Hungary. Well, there's not. I'm just looking out. There's not a medal ceremony going on. Oh, there are some flags there. There's only one flag. Poland. Oh yeah, Poland and Italy. So there must be just 2 entries for the for that particular event. They look fairly senior men. We've put in a few years worth of paddling between them. Yeah, so dragon boating is spreading, and we invite whoever's listening to us at the moment to go out and find somebody, tell them the website for the live streaming, and they can get an idea, and then they go down and see a local dragon boat event and maybe get enthused themselves. And now there's not only these not only these events for able-bodied people, but for disabled and breast cancer survivors. There's several classifications now. The breast cancer survivors have their own world championship, and we'll be seeing them in Ravenna, Italy, coming up. And there's a great camaraderie between all the crews across the world, and that was started by an oncologist in Toronto, in Canada, and he's looking for a way of helping women come to terms with their operation and physical development by using the paddle and their upper body, and also the camaraderie between people who've all been through the same sort of experience. And it's now all over the world: Australia, Singapore, Canada, and everywhere between. It's great fun. And now we have the boats nearly ready in the starting blocks. The last one coming in. Looks like a Ukraine boat coming in. From nearest to us, Poland, GB, Poland, Ukraine, Slovakia, Hungary on the far side. Alright, so Ukraine are looking moderately settled, as are all the others. The drummer's put a hand up because the boats, 2 boats, just being blown slightly off course. If only they'd put the paddles in the water, and instead of hanging them out like sails, they would stay in position. And they're off now. They're off. The minor final. Poland, Great Britain, Poland, Ukraine, Slovakia, and Hungary. And look at that, there's a pretty good straight line between them at the moment. Who's beginning to show now? Ukraine showing up. Ukraine, Slovakia, and Hungary up there. It's going to be between those 3 at the far side. Lanes 4, 5, and 6. Who's going to get it? Looks like Ukraine are going to get another gold medal. 4, 3, 5, 6, 2, and 1, or 1 and 2. Well done, Ukraine. As I keep saying during the day, they represent the whole of Ukraine, not just a part of it. And they should be proud of themselves, make a good noise about it when they get home.
Welcome to Recife in the Czech Republic. We're just playing the Italian national anthem by the podium area because they received their medals for one of the races earlier. And while that's playing, we're just soaking up the atmosphere. The crowds are gathering because it is a grand final coming up for the mixed junior and senior B and C classification teams. So that's the grand final coming up for the mixed junior and senior B and C classifications. There's going to be some interesting tussles there because Germany has got a junior team and a senior B mixed team in there, and Czech Republic has got a senior B mixed team. So I think we're going to see some fireworks between them on that finish line. It's going to be so close, but that's what we like to see when we're watching international drag boat racing of the highest order. Quite appropriate really that we're hearing the Italian national anthem because we will be in Italy in a month's time for the World Club Crew Championships in Ravenna. Looking forward to it immensely, and we will bring you the TV coverage again in Ravenna, but this time it will be 6 days, not 3 days, so you're going to have double the fun. The guys on the boats have not loaded yet for the grand final, but we will be down here waterside waiting for it to happen, and all of the crowds are now gathering on that grand final on the finish line to get a good vantage point as the grand final kicks off. So there's the lineup for the mixed Premier and Senior A 200 meters. Germany Junior Mixed in lane 1, Czech Republic Senior B in 2, Ukraine Senior B in 3. Just flicked off my camera there, and
and they're off.
in 4.
This is the grand final. The mixed junior and the senior B and C. Germany Junior, Czech Senior B, Ukraine Senior B, Germany Senior B, Poland Junior Mixed, and Hungary. So there's a charge of the light brigade and a charge of the heavy brigade, all put into one. And on the far side now, Hungary Senior A are taking it by half a length at the moment. Poland, number 3, is not going to be second. Ukraine, it's another medal for Ukraine, that's well done. And then 4-5-2, or 4-5-1-2. Number 6.
Welcome back again. I hope you enjoyed that race. It was a very close race. I couldn't see from the angle I was standing in who actually took it on the winning line. I think it could have been Ukraine, or it could have been on the far side in lane 6. Hungary, it could have been Hungary Junior Mixed who took the top spot there, but I'm not sure. It was the Hungarians who took it on the far side. I thought they looked like they were making a late run, and it was right. So we're waiting here at race-side for the second grand final, which will be the mixed Premier and Senior A grand final. Czech Republic will be in lane 1, Germany Premier Mixed in 2, Ukraine Premier Mixed in 3, Czech Republic Premier Mixed in 4, Germany Senior A Mixed in 5, and Russia Premier Mixed in 6. That's going to be one heck of a final. We can't wait to see it, but we are waiting the results of the previous grand final, and it should be with us very soon. Beautiful weather here in Recife in the Czech Republic for the EDBF European Nations Drag Boat Championships. We've had a fabulous day. We've seen standard boats and small boats competing. We're back to the standard boats for the mixed crew racing. The Germans took a clean sweep for both the women's and the men's open Premier Division earlier this morning, and now we're just waiting to see what happens in the mixed events. Of course, this isn't the end. Tomorrow we will have the 500 metres, but here are the results of that last grand final. Hungary took it in a time of 50.4, Ukraine second, 50.49, very, very close. Germany Senior B, 51.2, Germany Junior Mix, 51.45 in 4th, Poland Junior Mix, 51.4 in 5th, and Czech Republic Senior Mixed, 51.6. So that was so close between the Hungarians and the Ukrainians for that first and second spot And it was literally in the last few strokes of the paddle that Hungary pipped Ukraine to another gold medal. Of course, we've seen Ukraine on the gold medal spot. Funny enough, the GB team are just coming into the medal podium area to receive their medals for an earlier race. But we're ready, almost ready for the grand final of the Premier Mixed Grand Final to decide who takes this prestigious Grand Final championship. So let's go over to Murray Jones.
Right, and now another Grand Final, the Premier Mixed and the Senior A Grand Final. 6 boats in this race. Czech Republic, Senior A. Germany Premier, Ukraine Premier, Czech Premier, Germany Senior A, and Russia Premier. That's lanes going from 1 this side to 6 on the far side. Stand by. And they're off. There they go. Here they go now. And that is a great mass start. Nobody has become an obvious winner so far, although Ukraine are showing forward, as are the German Premier near lane 2. But Russia are being silent invaders on the far side. There's a fair chance Russia may well get this one. And they look at how close that is, the whole fleet. Germany, Ukraine, I think 4, 6 and 5 and 1. Germany, lane 2.
Yeah, that's right, the blue.
No, the red boat with black tops. Wow, that was a great finish. What a way to grace a final like that. Wonderful.
I can see a team of producers. That's what I can see. And we've just seen probably one of the closest grand finals so far in the championship. But there is a medal presentation going on, and photos. Well, the medal presentation is concluded, and there are now handshakes all round. But we did get the results. Germany came strong at the end, 48.4, and took the gold medal position from the Czech Republic, 48.7 in second. Ukraine third, 48.8 in third place. Germany fourth, Senior A mix, 49.2. Russia 49.3, and the Czech Republic 50.1. So well done, Germany. I thought it was going to be between those two. Well done to Ukraine again for the bronze. But you could see that Germany powered in probably the last 10 meters to take that gold medal. And they are elated. Look at them. Look at those Germans.